With good news for today from Baptist Press, I'm Brandon Porter. A federal district judge ordered the U.S. government to pay more than $230 million to survivors of the 2017 massacre of 26 worshipers at First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs, Texas. U.S. District Judge Xavier Rodriguez ruled the U.S. government was 60% liable for the massacre. Rodriguez levied that the U.S. Air Force had failed to report to the FBI shooter Devin Kelley's bad conduct discharge in 2014. First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs pastor Frank Pomeroy, who lost a daughter in the attack, has chosen not to comment on the court case out of respect for the victims. Pomeroy is not listed among the plaintiffs. Women from 19 states and hundreds of churches came together for the Abide 2022 conference at the New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. They heard from Jen Wilkin, a popular Bible study author and speaker. Wilkin encouraged the women to take a specific approach to their Bible study that would cause them to not only learn about God, but to grow in their love for Him. The heart cannot love what the head does not know, Wilkin said. If we want to feel deeply about God, we must think deeply about God. In our follow-up plenary Saturday morning session, Wilkin offered a better approach for Bible study that begins by understanding that the Bible is not about me or about making believers feel better. The Bible is a book about God, she said. Read it first for what it says about Him. Back with more in just a moment.
Good News for Today is made possible through our friends at the Voice of the Martyrs, a nonprofit organization that serves persecuted Christians around the world. Founded in 1967 by Richard and Sabina Wurmbrand, VOM is dedicated to inspiring believers to deepen their commitment to Christ and to fulfill His Great Commission, no matter the cost. Find out more and sign up for their free monthly magazine at vom.org/good news.
Wayne Bray, pastor of First Baptist Church, Simpsonville, South Carolina, says common sense tells us it's impossible for us to convince others of something we don't believe ourselves. He wrote that in a first-person piece at baptistpress.com. He encouraged readers to examine their own hearts to make sure they truly believe God's redeeming power for their lives. He pointed to Romans 1:16 as he wrote, "The gospel still has power to change lives, and Jesus still saves sinners who call on His name." You can find more stories like this and more at baptistpress.com. Thanks for listening to Good News for Today. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Brandon Porter.